Hey everybody, I thought I should introduce myself since my first video, which was extremely short, didn't have any words in it at all. I'll eventually be on camera. Right now with no sleep and a cold, I don't think I should be. I'm Amy, also known as Nana to my grandchildren. I am 58, almost 59 years old. I'm not your typical grandma, but I fell in love with diamond painting last year about this time. Haven't done many because I did maybe 3 or 4 projects before Christmas, and then I lost all my mojos. My Crow Joe, my Candle Joe, my Baking Joe, my Diamond Joe. All of my Joes disappeared. And just recently, I would say in the last 2 months, I have started back. So the rest of the paintings have been done in a short period of time. I work nights. I'm a 911 dispatcher. So I work 12-hour shifts. Sleep during the day, so I'm not a day walker. I actually function better at night. So my videos will mostly be done at night and posted afterwards. Doubtful there'll be any lives. Pardon any frog in my throat. Like I said, I've got a cold from taking care of my grandbabies, because that's where you find all the germs. So I'll be taking a swig of something to drink here and there to try to clear up my voice. Anyways, this is my moon for Miss Tita's Harvest Moon theme. I would love some input from anybody. Right now I'm very simple. I don't have any fancy pens. I don't have any fancy equipment. I like to stay simple. I'm also very cheap. I have not spent any big amounts of money on any of my projects. Everything I've done has either been from Amazon or Temu, mostly Temu. This is from Temu. So far, it's looking pretty darn good. And I'm sorry I keep saying I'm working with just my cell phone at the moment and a tripod. Any info, suggestions for that would be appreciated. Your favorite accessories to use for diamond painting would be appreciated. Mostly, I would love some input from those who do videos. The best way to go about it. I prefer not to ever edit. I prefer to leave my mistakes and my stuttering and my ums in there. Hopefully I'll be doing some hauls. But I got to figure out how to do overheads. This is about as good as I can get with my tripod, which is technically a selfie stick. The face on and everything, I think I've got that figured out. And I do have a mic if it's needed. I'm just testing out the mic on the phone right now to see how it ends up sounding. Anyways, a little bit about myself besides the fact that I'm a 911 dispatcher. I've only been doing this for a little over 2 years. It is the job I probably should have jumped into when I was a lot younger. It's been an adjustment to learn it at my age. It's keeping my brain working though. I'm anything to keep my brain busy and keep it strong. I'm gonna do it. But in all actuality, I really wish I had done this earlier, because this is the best job I've had ever. It's very fulfilling. We have a lot of downtime. We have a lot of queue time. Not allowed to say the word quiet or busy in dispatch, because I guarantee you it's all going to break loose if you do. Also, full moon does have an effect on people. But then again, so do weekends and good weather. I'm not good with hand-eye coordination. I have a tendency to have to go back and readjust everything. I'm getting a little bit better, but I've never been good my entire life with hand-eye coordination. So things end up being a little on the crooked side of my world. Definitely what did not do sports in my younger years. That was not something I was, I mean, I just couldn't get any of it. I will walk and stumble upstairs on my own feet. I will stumble on a flat surface. And I've got all the scars to prove it, too. I am just clumsy. I do not spend a lot of money, and I am cheap because I have a tendency to enjoy being alone. I was married once, obviously. Well, I guess I didn't obvious. I was married once. Really have no desire to be married again. I'm good with it. I'm happy. My youngest child moved out about a year ago. A little over a year ago now. He's engaged. And I don't know why I keep trying to put more of these down when there's nowhere to put them. Thought I was going to have the empty nest syndrome. Thought I was going to have a whole lot of sadness and not to know what to do with myself. I tend to talk to myself a lot. Tend to talk to my babies a lot. I have a dog, a cat, and a bird. You might be hearing the clicking in the background where my bird is eating. My dog barks at random nothingness. And he hears things nobody else does. And my cat, he's just Binks, man. He's the coolest black cat ever. He does like to tear things up, and he likes to eat plants. He doesn't care if they're not good for him. He has his own spider plant just to try to keep him away from the others. He has completely destroyed it, so I'm giving it some recoup time to grow back. Other things that I do that I've mentioned is I do crochet. I like to crochet. My hands don't like it much anymore. I used to love cross stitch, which is why I'm glad I found this, because cross stitch was my favorite thing to do. My hands don't like cross stitch either. I make candles and wax melts. Mostly for fun, for joy. I sell them sometimes, but I don't do the online stuff. Occasional events, I just could care less. I like making them, and I like my house smelling good. It's one of those Zen things. It's kind of like this. It's a thing that I get in my mode and really am present. I don't have to think about anything. I mean, obviously I do think about things, but this is extremely relaxing, methodical. It's my therapy. Candles are my therapy. Crochet is my therapy. I don't make crochet patterns. I follow patterns, but I'm a YouTuber, as in I binge YouTube. I binge everything I want to learn. I binge. If anybody can give me any ideas on this blue tack stuff. I got tired of the wax and I was trying the blue tack. I'm not really happy with it either. I've heard about the putty. I've heard about the wax dots, or the glue dots. That's what they are. Sorry, I'm sniffing. Just haven't tried anything else. The blue tack works great in the pen if I can keep it from coming out, which is wanting to do. Multi-placers, another thing. Most I can do is 3, which is what I'm holding. And I really kind of stink at that too. However, I would like to try a 4. I don't think I'm going to be a big multi-placer though, since I do everything crooked. I am learning sourdough. It's something I want to master at some point in time. If you can say, I don't know. I don't know if I could be a master. I don't know. I'd like to try. I really don't eat a lot of bread. I'm a low carb person. I'm meat based. Trying to get my immune system straightened out. I have an autoimmune disease, and I prefer not to be on meds, so I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get off of them. See if I can get myself healthy enough to do so. What else? It's just me, myself, and I, which I've already said. So single income. I'm not going to go buy a bunch of expensive canvases to work on. I'm doing this for my joy. What I do is for my joy. I have nobody else to please but my children and my grandchildren. And even then, sometimes they're all, I don't. But my kids and my grandkids are pretty much my life, outside of my little babies here. My dog is, I bet you I'm shaking the camera, darn it. My dog is a Cavapoo, Cavalier King Charles Poodle mix. He pretty much is a poodle. He doesn't have much of a Cavalier personality. He has a poodle personality. He is extremely hyper. He's on the bigger side. He's pushing, last time I weighed him, he was just a little over 16 pounds, so he's not a little thing. He requires a lot of attention. Took forever to get him housebroken. And yes, I do crate training for those who believe in crate training. I believe in crate training. I used to do rescue. I did rescue for years, got burnt out. Worked for animal control for years, got burnt out. I had to get out of that environment. Love the animals, still love the idea of rescuing. I just don't have the patience for it anymore. Just for my babies. And any of my babies. My bird is an eclectus. He's got a bigger name than eclectus. He is about, I'm sorry, I keep shaking the table. He is about, goodness, when did I get him? He's about 7 years old. Of course, they have long lives as long as they're taken care of. He's bright green, therefore his name is Kiwi. He speaks very little, but he does know his name, and he does say his name. He says, come on. He does a little kissing noise. His main purpose is to find something to chew on. That's what his existence is all about. Find something to chew on that he probably shouldn't. Binks the cat came into the world after Kiwi, and Binks thought that Kiwi was prey. He'll go after him still, but he's pretty much learned to leave him alone. I mean, Kiwi could do some serious damage if he wanted to. He doesn't choose violence when he gets up in the morning. He's a pretty peaceful little bird. medium size for a parrot. And he's cool. He's a cool guy. Banks is my dude, man. He is. If I did have a familiar, he would be my familiar. He knows. He knows when I'm stressed, and he'll come up and smother me for the most part. He likes to lay right up against my face. I avoid stress as much as I can. I try to stay away from anything negative, be it on TV, videos. If it's negative, I turn it off, find something else. I'm more of a positive, let me try that again. Positive vibe kind of person. I am also very monotoned. I will apologize for that 1 or 2 times, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I have a very strong RBF. My face speaks before I do, and usually people think I am PO'd because even though I try not to have that natural frown, I have the natural frown. And you can only fight it so much. See what this does? It's incredible. I'll have to go back to the wax on this part. Sorry, I'm sniffing again. Technically, I'm not an apologizer, but I know people are really sensitive to what they hear on the videos. I'm not trying to run anybody off. But I am who I am, and for the most part, I don't apologize. I'm a person who loves rock and roll music. I love the blues. Old country. I'm not a fan of the newer country. I think each generation goes through that. There'll be new country in the future, and the generation now that thinks what's going on is awesome won't like it. I was a 70s brat. In my teens and 20s. I was in high school and college in the 80s. So 80s music, woohoo. 80s wardrobes. And yes, I had the 80s hair. It wasn't as poofy as some people's. I didn't have the patience to make my hair stand up like that. Never been known for my patience. I'm pretty much an open book. You can ask me questions. My email's on my YouTube. I'm not used to checking it yet. I decided to do this on a whim. I got some heroes out there that gave me a whole lot of words, not encouragement. They inspired me to try. I mean, I sit around the house and talk to myself. I'm here a lot at night with not a lot to do. I figured, what the heck, why not give it a try? Maybe I can make some friends online. In the YouTube world, in the diamond art world. That would be cool. Diamond Grandma, she's a true inspiration. She's a sweetheart. And of course, Miss Tita. I love how she does her videos. And I'm going to tell you, I have totally forgotten most of the names. Just came across Star. Starlight Starbright, 70. She's always got a smile and she is enjoyable to watch. Anyways, any critiquing, be nice. I'm not soft-hearted. I'm pretty tough cookie. It's been an interesting life. So I've learned to have tough skin. But I can dish out whatever comes at me, you know? I'm not scared. Or as they say down here in Georgia, I ain't scared. Georgia. Well, you never know what the weather's going to do. Or be. It's either hot or cold. In my world here, it never seems to have a good happy medium. We might have a fall for a couple of weeks. So it goes from summer to fall to summer to fall to summer to winter. I may do the occasional selfie shot and walk my dog. I don't like to walk my dog in my neighborhood. I'm not a fan of my neighborhood. I'm hoping to get out eventually. Out of here. But I gotta start giving him some more walk time. Since he is so hyper, he has got to have some extra exercise. And a darn well isn't gonna hurt me any. Taking care of my grandbabies for 2 days. I am sore. Sore. And I didn't do a lot. Feel like I went to the gym and worked out. So they are a good workout. There it goes again. They are a great workout. Anyways, I want to keep this really short. I wanted to introduce, wanted to test out my mic, see how that goes. I wanted to test out this angle. I am aware that I have probably shaken my phone too many times to even post this, but I may post it anyways because they all say your first few videos are going to be your worst and it gets better from there. So yeah, please give me advice. Give me ideas. Help me make this better. Shoot me a comment, please. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Like I said, I'm here for me. I'm not trying to monetize or anything. I'm doing this for fun and for my entertainment and for my pleasure. If y'all get something out of it, that's just the icing on the cake, you know? All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Come back again. Hopefully I will be where I can face the camera and not hide behind it. Y'all have a great whatever time of day you're having. Have a great Labor Day if it's Labor Day where you are. And we'll see you next time, okay? Bye.